Welcome race fans to Pacific Coast International Raceway in race 6 of the 2026 Oregon Grand Prix. I'm your host Vinny, coming to you via satellite hologram from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Isn't technology amazing? Sandy Shore is on vacation and will rejoin us next race. And we got a great race lined up for you today, folks. First up is Shadi from Meckel Racing. He is coming in at 38.3 grams, and look at that car. The detail is amazing. Love it. Next up is Rose G from Scratch Racing, 36.7 grams in the nice powder blue gradient F1 from Scratch Racing. Third up is Raging Ricky from Oregon Outcast Diecast, 44 grams in that nice sparkly orange number 33, beautiful car. Then comes Dutch Vandershift from Dutch Clutch Racing and his 40 gram gold F1. Another beautiful car by Dutch Clutch. Dr. Z coming in now from Zemeckis Speed Shop at 44.4 grams and a beautiful electric orange. And Tony once more. Tony coming in with the stats from 5 races. She's averaged 16.2 points a race in races 2 and 5. She would have advanced to the semifinals had she been qualified. Thank you, Benrod, so much. And thank you, Tony, for filling in for us. Here's your last hurrah. So lap 1, we have Shadi on pole, Raging Ricky next to him. Second is Rose G and Dutch Vandershift. Third is Dr. Z and Tony, and they're off. Shadi has a nice lead in front of Rose G, and Dr. Z is fighting for third. Looks like Ricky and Dutch Vandershift are fighting a little bit. Shadi will take first, Rose G second. Dr. Z third, and it looks like that is Tony edging out Raging Ricky, and there's Dutch Clutch on the infield slightly off the track in turn 5. It's a replay here. We see Shadi coming down with a nice lead. Raging Ricky getting passed by Rose G as they enter turn 2. Coming down the hill. Dr. Z is third, and he's kind of fighting with Raging Ricky with Dutch Clutch right behind. He shuts down Raging Ricky and takes sole position at third, and now Raging Ricky is shutting down Dutch Clutch. And they're still battling, and that's probably how Dutch Clutch ends up on the infield there. Certainly as Tony comes from behind. So we see Shadi takes first. And here is Tony and Raging Ricky. Tony holds off Raging Ricky to take 4th place. Shadi has 6 now. Rose G with 5. Dr. Z has 4 points. Tony 3. And Raging Ricky 2. Dutch Vandershift unfortunately gets the donut for the first one. Lap 2 now, Raging Ricky in the pole with Dutch Vandershift up front with him. Shadi and Tony in the middle. And they're off. Coming down now, it looks like Raging Ricky's got a lead with, Dutch Vandershift takes a quick lead off Ricky with Shadi in third. It looks like Ricky spun out, but Dutch went ahead and took first. And there's been a little crash there. Looks like Raging Ricky took second and Shadi third. Yeah, looks like Tony, Rose G, and Dr. Z have been a little crash in the last turn there. And he put down a 7.5376 time for that lap. That was Dutch Clutch. As they get this thing cleared up, let's go and see what's going on with the instant replay. Here Raging Ricky has the lead, but Dutch Clutch jumps ahead of him there. Shadi in third, and there's a battle for 4th. Looks like Tony's in 4th here. Dr. Z and Rose G. Now, he gets spun around, but here comes that group. Tony's car's on top of Dr. Z. She hits the pylon and crashes out. Look at that, on top. Hope he's okay. Looks like Shadi makes it through, but Rose G's a victim of Tony's car also, who flips over. That was an amazing crash. And Shoddy rolls in for 3rd place. That's Vandershift now takes 6. Raging Ricky 5th and Shoddy 4th. And so Shoddy's leading now with 10. Raging Ricky was 7. And then Vandershift with 6. It's a close race after 2 laps. Lap 3 has Dutch Vandershift on pole. Tony in 2nd. Raging Ricky, Dr. Z in the middle. Shoddy and Rose G in the back. And they're off. Let's see, that's Dutch Vandershift now takes a big lead. He's taking off. There's a fight for a second. And there's a crash. And the car's up in the air. And what's this with? Oh my gosh, it looks like his wheels are off the road. Boy, we're gonna have to go back and see the replay on that one. Ooh, that looked like a really close time too. And it's Tony that ended up off the road by the boulder there. Let's see the replay of that one. See what in the world's going on. Okay, here we go. Dutch Vandershift takes a big lead right in the beginning. He takes around the corner and is gone. In the meantime, Tony and Raging Ricky are fighting for 2nd with Dr. Z pushing them. See, we got them all crowding up, and there's Shoddy trying to take the inside lane. Looks like Dr. Z starts to close in on him and pushes him right into the guardrail. Oh, and then he gets hit. Wow. Hit by Rose G and goes flying like crazy. Amazing. He lands on his wheels. As those other ones take off down the road, and there's Dutch Vandershift flying way ahead. You see Tony putting the clamps on Raging Ricky there with Dr. Z. Oh, and then he gets up. Both his left wheels are up on the other 2 cars. That is amazing. What in the world is going on there? And then coming around the corner, here comes Scotty flying like a nut job. Crashes in the back of Dr. Z. And here comes Rose G. Watch her pass Shoddy, passes Dr. Z, and passes Tony from 5th to 2nd. That's from 6th to 2nd, right? Let's see. 3rd, 4th, 5th, from 5th to 2nd. That was a beautiful move. And Dutch Vandershift, how about his lap of 7.2157? 2/100ths short of getting on the list of the top 5. Very nicely done, Dutch Vandershift. And Dutch Clutch Racing. The standings now, Shoddy has 12. Dutch Vandershift has 12. 2nd place is Rose G, and then Raging Ricky and Dr. Z both have 7. Pretty tight so far. Lap 4 now is Tony in the pole and Dr. Z next to her. Dutch Vandershift and Rose G in the middle, and Raging Ricky and Shoddy in the back row. And they're off. Down the hill now. Tony has the lead with Dutch Vandershift right on his tail and Dr. Z, and there's a fight for 3rd. They're panning out with Rose G in 4th, and that's how they'll finish. Raging Ricky 5th, and Shoddy was 6th. There's a nice clean lap there, finally. Let's see how that panned out here in slow motion. Tony took a nice little lead, but Dutch Clutch is right behind her. Dr. Z is right behind him in the outside lane. With Rose G. And Raging Ricky behind them. They kept that single file lane, even though there's a little jostling right there. Rose G trying to get a move on Dr. Z, but couldn't do it. Dr. Z was on the rail just a little bit, trying to go and see if he can fly over into the parking lot there. As he came down, we see Tony winning, followed by Dutch Clutch, Dr. Z, and Rose, and there's Raging Ricky and Shoddy. And that makes the standings. Let's see what the standings are now. Dutch Vandershift at that 2nd place has 17 and he's in the lead. Shoddy with 13 with 2nd. And there's a 3-way tie for 3rd. Raging Ricky, Rose G, and Tony all have 9. And boy, this is going to be a tight race. Lap 5 now. Dr. Z has pole. Rose G next to him. Tony and Shoddy in the middle. Dutch Vandershift and Raging Ricky in the back. And they're off. Dr. Z now has the lead. Nice lead. Rose G has 2nd. They're both pulling away from the pack. Something's going on back there. It doesn't look good. Dr. Z takes 1st and Rose G takes 2nd. And it looks like there is, got Raging Ricky and Dutch Clutch again. A little tussle. Shoddy, and that is Tony. Oh, a couple guys fell over too. I wonder if they got hit by some flying debris or something. A 4-car DNF, that is not good. It's going to shake up the standings here. But before we get that, let's see, the crew is out there now. Those guys do not waste any time. Hopefully everyone is okay, and the cars will be able to race again. We'll see in a few moments. In the meantime, let's see if we can, oh, there's a little bit of a crowd filling up there. All the campers have come over to see what's going on. Hopefully they're able to give a little help, and the shotties are stuck on a rock. Our drone's taking off, coming back to, what in the world? What is that? Is that Bigfoot? How come every time Bigfoot's pictures are either fuzzy or something goes wrong? Yeah, it makes you wonder. Anyway, here's Dr. Z taking a nice early lead with Rose G behind him, clearing the crowd. And immediately that Tony puts a block on Shoddy and Dutch Vandershift. As they come down to turn 3, she's still blocking them. As we see the other guys slip on by, the other guy, excuse me, Dr. Z and Rose G, a gal. And there's already a crash. So the 2 lone finishers, Dr. Z in first, Rose G in second. Let's see if maybe we can get a view from the turn 3 camera. There we go. And there goes Dr. Z and Rose G, and there's the blockage right there. And here comes Ricky. And he's going to try and squeeze by and hits Dutch clutch and rolls it. And there's Shoddy rolling under the boulder. And that's the end of those 4. That did shake it up. Dutch Vandershift now is 17. Dr. Z has 17. Shoddy now is 13. And then Raging Ricky and Tony are tied at 9. This is an incredible race. Anyone can go on to the semifinals. Rose G now is pole. Shoddy in second. Dr. Z and Raging Ricky in the middle. Tony and Dutch Clutch in the back and they're off. And Rose has the lead with Dr. Z behind and Shoddy in the third. Rose G is leading everyone behind. Ooh, it looked like Dutch Clutch. There's Dutch Clutch and Ricky tangling again. And it looked like Shoddy and Dr. Z were fighting for second place. And there's Tony. Looks like she slid out after turn two going down Pine Hill. So let's see what happened here in the slow motion. So Rose G takes a nice lead. Shoddy is in third, being passed by Dr. Z. And we see Raging Ricky and Dutch Clutch starting to trade paint there, fighting for 4th position. Rose G comes down clean now, and so does Dr. Z. Oh, and Shoddy makes a nice pass, attempting to make a nice pass on Dr. Z, and it looks like he hasn't. He's putting a block on him. We're going to have to see what happened with that. And here is Dutch Clutch putting a block on Ricky, and those guys have been tussling all day. And the paint swapping didn't turn out very good for either one, I don't think. There's Tony slid out, and yet that car has they got their money's worth on that. Coming into the end, there's Rose G, and there's Shoddy putting the block on him. He breaks away, and Shoddy has a block on him right as they finish. So Shoddy did take second, and Dr. Z took third on that lap. Dr. Z wins this race with Rose G in second, and Shoddy Willie bouncing on 2 with 18. Congratulations to you guys. Thank you so much, Tony, again. Thank you, Dutch Vandershift and Raging Ricky, for joining us. Well, you guys made it tough, and that was awfully close. Dutch, 1 point. Here are the new bracket for the semifinals. Ray Sugar and Giorgio, Crazy Canuck, Mad Mike, Dr. Z, and Wizzleby in race 1. Semifinal 1 introduction, that's Ray Sugar. Here's Giorgio, the home track favorite, in the number 2 position. Number 3 is the one and only Crazy Canuck, number 53, with the A-Team out of Canada. In fourth position is Mad Mike from Mad Mike Racing in that nice glowing 68 F1. We have another glowing car from Zamex Speed Shop in fifth position. That is Dr. Z. And in sixth position is Wiz from Wizard of Oz Racing. All fine cars, all fast cars. And this is going to be a great semi-final. Top two cars will carry on. Thank you so much, fans, for being with us tonight. Next time, we will have Sandy Shore with us. So join us for race 1 of 3 semifinals for the 2026 Oregon Grand Prix. Thanks so much, race fans. Have a good night.